It's that time of year again. All the little children and I guess the young adults are all hopping on the yellow brick with wheels and getting sent off to camp. Yep, it's back to school time, and that usually means you'll be learning new things. Well, after about a week or two, I suppose. Usually when you learn something in school, it's not really something you want to learn unless you're in a class that you're genuinely interested in. But typically that's just not going to be the case unless you're actually the nerd emoji. Today I'm talking about learning and trying new things on your own time. I think that there's something fun about learning something new that you're genuinely interested in. Recently I've been getting myself into a bunch of new things. I hadn't really been a very diverse person before that. I mean, I played games, I played sports, I went to school, and that was really all I could say to describe what my life was like. Minecraft was becoming boring to me, nothing was really fun, so I decided to take a big step and pick up the guitar. My dad had this acoustic guitar that he had bought years ago, but never really learned how to play it, so I picked it up and watched a few videos, and just started strumming some chords, you know? I wasn't instantly hooked at the start though, because I couldn't play any songs, and I knew nothing about the technicalities of music beforehand. Sometime later, I was now going to lessons every week, and I remember distinctly the moment that I became hooked. I was doing this song by Hall & Oates, who are great by the way. If you don't know them, they're responsible for the song in this meme. Definitely check them out, but I remember that the moment I completed the 4 chords for that song's verse, I was hooked. I was realizing that if I kept going, that I'd be able to play more impressive things and actually be able to create music of my own, which was a really cool idea to me. That last part actually still motivates me to keep going now, and already in just over a year, I've gone from being able to play 4 chords at a decent speed to being able to play the entire solo from While My Guitar Gently Weeps and being able to fingerpick Blackbird. When I feel bad about myself, that single transformation, even though it's not much, completely changes my mindset. Another thing I got into was coding, but to a lesser degree. I'd always wanted to learn how to code to make my own games and stuff like that ever since I was a little kid, so when I could take a computer programming class in 11th grade last year, I was straight up giddy to take it. I found out on the first day of class that we'd be learning Java, which is what Minecraft is coded in. That one correlation made my mind flood with possibilities, because now, not only was I going to learn to code, I was going to be able to make Minecraft mods as well. Well, I kind of overestimated how much we'd be doing in this class because the most complex thing I had to do in that class was making a GUI that had buttons in multiple windows, which is not very complex. I did get to make a text-based adventure game, though. That was called Ohio: The Last Survivor, because this was when the whole Ohio thing was actually funny. The plot was that Ohio had invaded the world on February 30th, 2069, and that you, the player, were the last of the Oklahoma Warriors who were wiped out trying to stop Ohio's reign. This game had a full fight system with damage over time attacks and potions. There were shops and bosses. You even get a new attack about halfway through the game. I actually did so much more than was required of this project because when I saw what other people were making, I saw games like pick a number between 1 and 10. I got 100% on that project though, so I think it was pretty much worth it. After that class though, I didn't really do anything new with coding. I tried to learn game making once, but it was too much at once, and unfortunately, the Indian tutorials couldn't save me this time, so I haven't really touched it since then. I'll tell you what though, if you ask nicely enough in the comments, I may just release a download to Ohio: The Last Survivor. I enjoyed coding, but I think what got in the way of me expanding my knowledge of that was anime. Yeah, I started watching anime in July. I hadn't really been too fond of anime before that, since all I thought was that people who watch anime just automatically gain 500 pounds and have like 36 Hatsune Miku body pillows and action figures. In July, I decided I'd give it a shot because I had nothing to lose, so I made a Crunchyroll account and started my first anime, Rent a Girlfriend. Now listen, before you call me cringe for watching it, I just want to mention that I liked it and still watch the weekly episodes that come out. Please bully me harder now. I finished the 24 episodes it had in English at the time in like a matter of a day and a half probably, and from that point on, I was officially an anime enjoyer. I was proven wrong about people who watch it, and I figured out that average anime enjoyers exist. Oh yeah, and Chizuru's best girl. I just want to throw my opinion out there. I think my favorite anime I've watched so far was the Quintessential Quintuplets though, which is ironically also the first show that disappointed me with its ending. I still enjoyed it though, and Miku's the best girl that one, so bite me I guess. In a matter of a year, I found a bunch of new interests. There's so much more that I didn't go over here, like my newfound interest in the Beatles and my beginner steps into the world of art. My point is, just try new things. Even if they seem mundane or have a bad stigma around them, just try it. Don't take that advice for vaping, drugs, drinking, murder, or any other criminal activity, by the way. You just never know if you might like it. I know I didn't think I'd like anime after I'd seen what the My Hero Academia fandom gets up to, but I just avoided that side and went with the person that who gets bullied and shoved in a locker. Anyways, try new stuff. Don't be boring. I'm out now. See you in the next one, okay?